And we are about to go live. Let's start off with Abeck getting the Mega Spawn, and Noctis is going to rush in with Plasma, so a smart move there by Noctis. They're taking that first frag with the Plasma, rushing in instead of going for any of the items. So let's switch over to Noctis, who picks up red because of that. Catches Abeck trying to go in for that rail. He's going to hide here. Does not let Noctis see him. Does a fair amount of damage there onto Abeck with that LG. Abeck was able to return with one rail. Now we have interesting situation with the yellow, red, and Mega all spawning at the same time. Looks like Abeck is going to wait over here by this teleporter, yellow, and he's going to take this Mega rather cleanly. But no, Noctis is able to pick up a rail shot on to Abeck before Abeck was able to get out of there. Noctis able to pick up that red and then just wait around here for these yellows. Abeck was able to pick up both yellows here. So Abeck is going to have the larger stack. Let's continue on Noctis, who's sneaking around that corner. That's the second time that so far in the early beginning of this map that Noctis has snuck around that corner. And now with another rail shot from Noctis, doing a lot of damage there onto Abeck, who is screaming, who has to run around. Red has spawned now. Mega going to be spawning at the same time. Noctis going to elect to get Mega, and RJ up off of that jump pad, going to catch Abeck definitely, who does not know he's there. So Abeck able to pick up that red, but then runs into two of Noctis, and a beautiful rail there from Noctis. Pixel perfect on Abeck, taking a 2-0 lead before he picks up those two yellows. So Noctis doing a decent amount of damage without taking damage himself. Was able to do a nice rocket to rail combo there onto Abeck through those bars. So Noctis looking really strong here in the opening moments of battleforged. 2 minutes in, 2-0 lead here from Noctis. Noctis again going to do the rocket jump off of that jump pad. Both of these yellows are up. Looks like Abeck trying to find a way to get to that other yellow. Noctis is going to take one, and he is going to take the other one. So Noctis now with a very large stack. That red is spawning. He catches Abeck with one rail. Looks like Abeck not in position to get in that red. So Noctis is going to continue control of the red. They trade rails there, but Noctis gets the better of that one and picks up Mega. So Noctis in complete control now. Has the red, has Mega. Abeck able to get one yellow, but Noctis able to get the other one. So not a lot of health and armor here for Abeck. Abeck going to have to play this very defensively. Let's switch over to Abeck and see how he plays this defensively. Only has 5 rockets remaining too. It does do a nice LG to rail combo there, doing a decent amount of damage, but takes a rail there. This is very crucial for Abeck here. He needs this yellow to spawn. Has not spawned yet. He's going to try to go over for this 50 without taking a rail. It's going to allow him to get the 50 and the yellow. He does get a rail there onto Noctis, so Abeck just trying to do as much damage as he can without taking damage himself. That's also going to allow him to take this red cleanly. So now Abeck, with his nice defensive play, is able to get back into this game with a 90-120 stack. Noctis just trying to sneak around, wait for Abeck to go through this area. Does do a little bit of splash damage, but not enough. That rail shot is going to go on to Abeck, though. Abeck does not want to take another rail here. Going to make it very difficult for him to defend this Mega. And now this Mega is going to spawn, and Abeck does take the Mega, pushes Noctis away through that teleporter. And Abeck's going to run towards this red. So now Abeck has control of the Mega and the red, taking it away from Noctis. Now Noctis on the back foot, and Abeck's going to rush into Noctis now. Abeck doing a nice rail there onto Noctis, doing a decent amount of damage. And Abeck now with a gigantic stack, while Noctis only has 45 health. He's getting rushed down by Abeck here, and he takes the yellow, but he's certainly going to be taken down here, and he does make it a 2-1. Noctis did get a rocket to the face onto Abeck that is going to allow Noctis to pick up this Mega cleanly. So let's switch over back to Noctis now, who is leading 2-1, but has no armor to his name. Does catch Abeck RJing off of that platform, does hit 2 nice rockets onto Abeck, doing enough damage there without taking damage himself. He knows Abeck is just waiting there for that rail shot, is able to take him away. He actually does take a rail there while getting that red, but is able to pick up the red anyway and take those bubbles to get up back to 100-100. Mega is spawning now. Abeck is just waiting for that Mega. Noctis doing a decent amount of damage there with those rockets, though, and is finally able to pick up a rail. So he did not have a rail for those 2 minutes, was not able to really defend himself. Abeck now has position on this red, but Noctis with a really nice peak rail onto Abeck, negating a lot of the armor that he picked up. Noctis trying to be sneaky there and wait for Abeck down below. Abeck decided to go the other route. It's going to allow Noctis to pick up this yellow, switch it back over to Abeck, who does hit a nice rocket there onto Noctis, and a rail onto Noctis. That's going to do a lot of damage. Abeck is not going to take Mega. He's actually going to RJ too early and try to go in for a fight at red. That's a mistake there by Abeck, and Noctis barely misses a rail, but hits a rail there on Abeck. So Abeck down to only 56 health and 50 armor now. Because of that loss, Abeck is basically giving up control to Noctis, but Noctis tries to RJ and surprise Abeck. Abeck sees him there and gets a rail to the face, so that 50 is nowhere to be found for Noctis. But let's switch back over to Noctis. Noctis hits a great rail onto Abeck while he is going through, gives him a third. Impressive. It's going to allow Abeck to pretty much sit on this Mega and get it, and it's going to allow him to get this yellow as well. So Noctis just trying to play defensive here with these rockets. Abeck is going to be able to rocket jump up and pick up this red as well. So actually, Abeck is going to delay the red and try to bait Noctis in. It does not work. Noctis does not go, but he has delayed the red by a good 10 seconds or so. So Noctis does not know the time on it. He's able to pick up this yellow as well, so this Mega is going to be spawning soon, and Abeck with the perfect timing on it is able to pick up that Mega. So a gigantic stack here for Abeck. Let's switch back over towards Noctis playing defensively. Does not want to take a rail. He has enough armor here, but wants to play it really slow. Make sure he does not take any damage here. He has time now on this red. He wants to get a peak rail. Is not able to do any damage onto Abeck. Knows Abeck is coming through. Oh, and he takes a rail on Abeck just as he walked away. He's able to pick up that 50, but he does not want to take another rail. Abeck barely misses a rail. Noctis is able to defend these rockets. Abeck not able to land a shot here. Noctis definitely does not want to take any rails that would make him, it would pretty much give Abeck the opportunity to rush in. Noctis with some good defensive rail work there, keeping Abeck away. Going to try to set up for another rail here. And he hits it. So Noctis doing what he needs to, playing defensive with this railgun, keeping Abeck away, not letting him come near him. But now Noctis has run out of railgun slugs. So Noctis needs to get more slugs, or it's going to be very difficult for him to keep the pressure on the Abeck. This Mega is going to spawn, and he's going to take it. Abeck's going to jump in here, try to get the frag, and Abeck gets the frag, ties it up 2-2 with 2 minutes remaining. Noctis is going to spawn at that rail, but has no armor. Let's switch back over to Abeck here, and they trade right. Abeck hits a rail. It's really bad here for Noctis. Abeck is going to take this red as well, so Noctis is going to have to play really defensive here. He might want to try to send this into an overtime. I think that might be the plan there. Noctis with a good defensive rail there again, allowing him to pick up that 50. It looks like Abeck will get this much-needed Mega, as that 50 was not up. That's bringing his health way back up. Tied 2-2. The 1 minute remaining mark is going to be coming soon. Noctis trying to lay a trap here for Abeck. Picks up that red, but Abeck doing a lot of damage. An LG fight. Noctis will win that fight with 1 health remaining. Noctis win the LG fight with 1 health. And takes a lot of damage. And he does. Abeck ties the game with plasma and ties it 3-3. Mega and red are going to be spawning at the same time, and Noctis actually misses the jump. Does a lot of damage on Abeck now with plasma. Abeck not able to hit it, and Abeck is able to take that Mega. It's going to allow Noctis to take this red. Does not take any damage here. He's going to catch Abeck running up here. They're going to have an LG fight, and Noctis takes it, and he's going to take the lead 4-3 with 20 seconds remaining. Noctis going to try to want to play this very cautiously. He picks up the 50 right in time before Abeck. Abeck was trying to cut Noctis off there, make sure he didn't get the 50, and try to get that frag. If Abeck was there only a 1 second before, he probably would have been able to tie this up. Instead, Noctis is going to win 5-3 and send us into a 5th and final map. Great play from both players here on battleforged.
Very nice stuff there. Well,